Can you tell us what this is and what effect the climate change has on this phenomenon?
We can come back and talk about climate change at a later time. I want to focus on the here and now. Climate change may be making storms worse, but to link it to any one event, I would caution against that.
Okay. Well, listen, I grew up there, and these storms are intensifying. Something is causing them to intensify.
There is a lot that has changed about the Earth that has made these things worse, right? I mean, these things are thriving because the water is getting warmer. And I think when we stopped calling it global warming for political reasons, but that's what it is, right? Our Earth is getting warmer, and there is just no doubt, I think, left that it is feeding these beasts.
It's good that we talk about these things in the moment, because lots of times over the years when I brought it up, people have said, oh, now's not the time to talk about it.
That's right.
Now's the time to talk about it.
All right, well, that was MSNBC's Joy Reid and CNN's Don Lemon earlier this week, two huge science experts clearly claiming that global warming is the cause of storms such as Hurricane Ian. But it wasn't just those two. Pretty much every left-wing media outlet is jumping on this narrative, blaming climate change for the death and destruction that Floridians experienced. Now, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Boston Globe, Time Magazine have all had stories out this week jumping on that bandwagon.
Yeah, that's right. And we've also seen mainstream journalists using Hurricane Ian as an opportunity to lash out at Republicans. You even had CNN's Steve Contorno tweeting this: as DeSantis prepares for Floridians for Ian, he is urging residents to heed advice from the same local leaders he suggests they ignore during COVID. And then contributing editor for The Atlantic, Norman Ornstein, tweeted that he felt nauseated watching climate denier little Marco Rubio on CNN and doubly horrified watching climate denier Rick Scott. It's been interesting to see as well that many people using this storm to talk about the Green New Deal or how we need to focus on climate change, which should be a conversation, but to use a crisis like this, you know, is it the right time, Sean?
Yeah, and those people are clueless when it comes to this. They have no basis in science. They have no expertise, but they just, as you point out, use this as an opportunity to push an agenda.
All right. Well, that is our show for today, but we've got a big week ahead next week with less than 40 days to go until the midterm elections. We'll be digging into some key House races and talking with some Republican candidates in swing states, so you won't want to miss them.
That's right. Thanks for being part of our company. I hope you have a great weekend. We look forward to seeing you right back here on Monday night.